Hello and welcome to the Kino demonstration. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the Kino browser plugin to annotate and publish documents, and then the Kino's faceted index and search engine user interface to find your documents. Let me first show you a demonstration Kino instance running on our server noises1.ri.edu/Kino index manager. This version has some documents in it, but first let's go and check how to configure the plugin. So if you go to the plugin configuration page, you will see that there's a link to download the plugin from SourceForge. So let me do that. Let me go to SourceForge and download the latest plugin. You should get the NCBO integrated version and the latest one. The latest version is compatible with Firefox 6 and between versions 4 and 6. So that should be our one. And when you download this, Firefox will sometimes ask you to directly install it, or it will ask you to download it. Let's download it. Okay, and let me go to file, open, and open it. Then Firefox will come up with this one. I assure you this is not malicious software, so you could just say install now, and Firefox will need to be restarted. Let me restart that. And we don't want this page anymore, so let me cancel this one and go back to our index manager. Let's first check, before we go on further, whether our plugin is properly installed. So let's go to add-ons, and you see there's a new link for the plugin, and you could actually go to more and see where it's coming on and what is the website and so on. So there's one configuration we need to do here. Let me go to plugin configuration once again, copy this URL, the server URL. That should be set at the options server URL. Let me make sure that this is the one. Set OK, and we are done. This is how the plugin is connected to a backend. Basically, when you publish your annotations, this link determines where your annotations would go, which Kino instance. Okay, now let's annotate something. Let me search for a biological term, chromosome, and let me go to the Wikipedia page. So there are a bunch of biological words. In Kino, you can highlight links, you can highlight words, you can highlight phrases, or you can highlight entire sections. So let me pick a word, and this one is a link. So let me right click on the link. You will see this annotate as biological concept context menu, and when I click on that, I see that there are a bunch of ontologies listed. The plugin actually searched NCBO and figured out that these are the ontologies that have this word chromosome listed as a concept. Not chromosome, eukaryotic. Anyway, so let me click on this one. This seems like a good fit for it, and this is actually up to the annotator to see which ontology they want to use. If you find that this searched one is not good enough, there's always the option of browsing for it. So if you know which ontology that contains this, the correct concept, you can always go there and look for that term. So let me just use what we have here. And once you finish the annotation, you'll see that it became red. Actually, there's a lot of things that's being done underneath, under the hood, but you will see in your web page that it's highlighted as red, so that it's actually done the annotation on that. Let me annotate a few more things. Let me highlight the word chromosome here and say annotate. Again, pick it from NCI thesaurus, which seems to have a lot of chromosome related terms there, and let me highlight a whole section and say annotate, and I can still do that, but in this case you see that it picks the first 3 words for search, so we might not need these two. So remove that and say search, and again we have a bunch of ontologies that describe that. So let me again pick our NCI thesaurus, meta thesaurus ontology and say okay. So you could do this across the whole document in the terms that you want, or in the sections that you want. And then once you are done, you can right click and say publish annotations. This will send the document to the Kino instance that was pointed from the options, and you should see the annotations submitted successfully message if everything went okay. Let's say okay, page refreshes, it's back to the original page, but your annotations are saved, they're submitted to the index. Let's go back to the index, go back home and search for one of these terms that we used to annotate, something like chromosome. And you see that there's a bunch of things about chromosome. We may have not annotated the word document in this one, on the word chromosome on this one. So let me think of a document or a word that we have used here, like this. I still get a document, right? Found one document in it, and this is different from our earlier document, you see, and the time lag is due to the backend doing a offline indexing. So even though the submission was immediate, the indexing takes a while. So now you see that there is one document which has eukaryotic cells as a link annotation, and if you go to chromosome once again, you see that there are 2 more items for chromosome. If I want to filter and see what are these two items that have chromosome, you see there are 2 documents, and then one of them has this eukaryotic cell. Let me click on that, and that should be our document which has chromosome and the new annotation. So I can look at the annotation details, right? What kind of annotation does it have? It has 2 domain annotation, meaning word and phrases. It has 1 link annotation, meaning we annotated 1 link, and you could see when it was submitted, so on. If you want to look at the exact document that was annotated, you click on cached, and let me open this in a new window. So this is the cached document. You see the URL that it's coming from a Noesis 1's index, and you see that the words that we highlighted, or phrases that we use to annotate, are in red. If you want the original document, you can click on this one, which leads you to the original chromosome page on Wikipedia. So this is basically the working of the Kino indexing and searching system. In our next video lectures, I would show you how to use extensions with the Kino backend, how to install the Kino backend in your private setting, and then how to use the other settings, or how to change the other settings and change things to your liking. Thank you.